All right, thank you and welcome back. It's former Deputy Mayor Montgomery returning to my role as temporary Deputy Mayor. Mayor Fuel has a motion on the floor. I believe all members of council are familiar with it, and I will call the question. All in favor? All right, thank you. That passes. And I will turn the chair back over to you, Mayor Fuel.
Thank you. Do we have any other questions between councillors or council statements? Seeing and hearing none, we move to 10.2 board and committee reports. 10.3 question and answer period. 10.4 administrative inquiries. Anything, Jonathan? 10.5 notices of motion. Thank you. We moved now to 11 correspondence. 11.2 letter from Wheatland County Council regarding the June 5th Town of Strathmore Council meeting comments. Councillor Montgomery.
Thank you. So I noticed that this was put on the consent agenda, which I feel like it should probably be addressed. So I guess just for the public's knowledge, what this is regarding is a letter we received from Wheatland County Council regarding some comments that were made by Strathmore Council members at the June 5th regular council meeting. So the letter says that 2 members of your council made statements regarding Wheatland County Council and the Wheatland Housing Management Body project. The statements made were as follows. Deputy Mayor Langmaid stated, "It's also my understanding that recently Wheatland County has pulled their support for the project and refused to put further dollars forward." And it's being said here that Mayor Fuel said, "We all know that the Wheatland County has voted against the letter of support." The letter says, "These statements are fallacious and damaging to Wheatland County's reputation and public image. As you know, both Wheatland County and the town of Strathmore have passed resolutions supporting the Wheatland Housing Management Body's proposed development. For your convenience, we have included a list of Wheatland County's historical resolutions regarding the WHMB. In the spirit of collaboration and partnership between our communities, Wheatland County respectfully requests that Deputy Mayor Langmaid and Mayor Fuel retract the aforementioned statements." Now, I don't know that there's any dispute about these statements being made. Now, prior to this, there was a member of the Wheatland County Council who had made a comment during one of their meetings, and we made kind of a big deal about it, and to the point where we sent a letter demanding a retraction and an apology from this member because we claimed that it would be damaging to the town of Strathmore and to the Wheatland Housing Management Body and the new lodge project that they're undertaking. And I'm under the impression that they received that letter and they had addressed it, in public, and then even had the member who made the statement either retract and apologize. I actually didn't kind of follow up on to see which one they did or both, but. So I guess I'm just wondering, is there dispute by Councillor Langmaid, for instance, about this whether or not this statement was made? I guess I'll let you speak to that, Councillor Langmaid.
Well, since I was mentioned as well,
I was gonna get to you in a second. I just wanted to. Councillor Langmaid.
But I'm the chair. I'm the chair of this, so I get to speak.
Yeah, but I'm speaking right now.
No. Okay, finish your little sentence then.
Yeah, so I'm asking now a question to a member of council.
But I can respond since I'm mentioned to this.
Right, I was going to ask you.
This. That's okay. I'll answer it right now.
You're listed second.
No, that's okay. I don't have to. I don't have to follow your direction. You're not the chair of the meeting. I'm mentioned in your concerns, so I'll speak now. First of all, I'll start with the question.
This is a letter from another government.
Well, I would like to say this to the people who are watching at home. I did make that statement, and I also sent a reply to Wheatland County. I watched the meeting where this was a point of discussion, And I explained in my email to all of my council and to their council, and I am comfortable with what I've said, so I'm good with that. Thank you. Councillor Langmaid.
Thank you, Worship. I did receive the letter, and I've been waiting for it to come on an agenda before I addressed it, because I thought it was best to address it in a public meeting and following the correct procedures for when we receive these types of things. And I don't have much to say other than part of being a leader is showing humility and admitting when you make an error. I misunderstood one of their previous resolutions, CM 2024-05-49, that was defeated on May 21st. I misunderstood the ramifications of that resolution that was defeated. That evening I was corrected by Councillor Kester, but it was not caught on microphone, so I recognize that members of the public might not have heard that if they were listening in online. I am very grateful to Councillor Kester for his attendance and his valuable input and him correcting me, because I do like to be right. As a strong supporter of the Lodge project, which is no secret to anyone, I was very pleased to see them pass a resolution CM 2024-06-77 on June 18th and show their continued support of this project that I know is super important for our community and needs support of all communities to move forward. So yeah, I'm happy to admit that I made an error, and I am human, and the only thing I can guarantee to everyone is I will probably make an error again, and if and when I do, I'm happy to sit here and admit and apologize for it.
Thank you, Councillor Langmaid. I'll go to Councillor Peterson and Councillor Montgomery.
I just want to say that I was present in council chambers that evening, and Councillor Wagner was online that evening for that meeting, so I was sitting next to Mayor Fuel. And when the statements were made, close proximity to each other, Councillor Kester immediately stood. He was sitting in the chair in the aisle. He immediately stood and corrected the misconception. Upon hearing that, I heard Mayor Fuel say, "I'm sorry, I didn't realize that was the case." And I also witnessed Deputy Mayor Langmaid mouth a thank you to Councillor Kester at the time. So, you know, one of the things that I'm very, very proud of our mayor and of our deputy mayor, that they immediately moved to acknowledge the error and move forward. And I really, really appreciate that level of humility and ability to have the strength of purpose and understanding to do exactly that. And having said, and because Councillor Montgomery did bring it up, did we receive an apology and a retraction from Councillor, I don't know if we ever did, from Councillor Eichert?
I have not seen anything.
Thank you, Your Worship.
Councillor Montgomery.
Thank you. Perhaps your memory isn't as good as maybe my memory's failing, but so June 5th, I believe, was the presentation where I did the PowerPoint presentation, and Councillor Wagner was sitting right where he is now. So in any case, it is good to hear that our council does not actually stand behind those statements and is apologetic about those things. And I just wanted to, I guess, I thought it was kind of strange that this letter was not going to be dealt with, I guess, the way, you know, it's put in the consent agenda. So, but anyways, I think that, I think we can move forward now and hopefully have a good relationship with Wheatland County going forward. Thank you.
And just for the public at home, I did send an email on June 20th clarifying my position, and I have not heard back from Wheatland County, but I'm comfortable with what I stated in that email. We move now to closed meeting. I'm looking for a motion to go in camera. Councillor Peterson?
Go in camera at 7:40, Your Worship.
All in favor?
Do I have to mention the...
Oh, sure.
Yeah, the council move in camera to discuss items related to sections 24.1 subsection A, 24.1 subsection B-I, and 17.1 of the Freedom of Information and Protection of Privacy Act at 7:40.
Thank you. All in favor? And we're going in camera.